the latest space weather. We're expecting a geomagnetic unrest. A minor stream of solar wind is heading for Earth. An estimated time of arrival is February 5th and 6th, today, tomorrow. The gaseous material is flowing from a southern hole in the Sun's atmosphere. Arctic sky watchers should expect an uptick in auroral activity, the northern lights, when the stream arrives. A small crack in Earth's magnetic field. Last night, a small crack opened in Earth's magnetic field. Solar wind poured in to fuel a brief but dramatic display of auroras over Norway. The moon and auroras lit up, and reports photographed beautiful images. The crack developed February 3rd when the interplanetary magnetic field, the IMF, near Earth tilted south. This partially cancelled our planet's north-pointing magnetic field, creating a gap through which solar wind could flow. And during solar minimum, which is happening now, we rely on such cracks and gaps to stoke the fires, quote-unquote, of the northern lights, the aurora borealis, without the usual support of sunspots and solar flares. We also see sun halos, which are rings around the sun, caused by ice in the clouds. On February 1st, this was taking pictures of this. One of them here on the space weather site, Jen Williams, covered the Yukon Quest dog sled race outside Fairbanks, Alaska, and she saw multiple nested sun halos. Atmospheric optics expert Les Cowley explains that multiplied the usual single halo into many halos, normal single halos are formed by ice crystals shaped like pencils. They are long, six-sided with flat ends, and occasionally the flat ends are replaced by pyramids. Sunlight has more ways to pass through these pyramid crystals, forming a whole range of odd radius halos. We had 20 fireballs over the Earth today. Every night, a network NASA all-sky camera scans skies above the United States for meteoric fireballs. Automated software maintained the NASA Meteoroid Environment Office calculates their orbits, their velocity, and their penetration into Earth's atmosphere and other characteristics. And the daily results are presented here on Space Weather, and we've had 20 today. Near-Earth asteroids, potentially hazardous asteroids. The chart showing space rocks larger than about 300 feet across that can come closer to Earth than 0.05 AU. None of the PHAs is on collision course with our planet, although astronomers are finding new ones all the time. On February 5th, today, 2020, there were 2018 potentially hazardous asteroids. And the next one that would be coming towards us would be today, but they are at a distance of 1.9 lunar distances from us. And again, the next one after that is 4.3 lunar distances, and another one at 10.5 lunar distances, and another at 10.8. So we have 5 of them today. And something new, cosmic rays in the atmosphere. They developed models of aviation radiation called ERAD, short for Empirical Radiation Model. And they are constantly flying radiation sensors on board airplanes over the US and around the world, collecting more than 22,000 GPS-tagged radiation measurements. They predict the dosage on any flight over the US with an error no worse than 15%. And every day they monitor approximately 1,400 flights crisscrossing the 10 busiest routes in the continental United States. This includes typically more than 80,000 passengers per day, and ERAD calculates the radiation exposure for every single flight. And basically, the more hours you are and the higher you are, the there's more incremental radiation dosage that a person can get. Now, space weather balloons also. Students of Earth to Sky Calculus fly space weather balloons in the stratosphere over California. The balloons are equipped with radiation sensors detecting cosmic rays, a surprisingly down-to-earth form of space weather. The cosmic rays can seed clouds, trigger lightning, penetrate commercial airplanes as well. There are studies linking cosmic rays with cardiac arrhythmias and sudden cardiac death in the general population. Our latest measurements show that cosmic rays are intensifying with an increase of more than 18% since 2015. The plot and doses of rates are expressed as multiples of sea level. Now, radiation sensors on board helium balloons detected X-rays and gamma rays in the energy range of 10 keV to 20 MeV. These energies span the range of medical X-ray machines and airport security scanners. Now, why are cosmic rays intensifying? The main reason is the sun. The solar storm clouds, such as coronal mass ejections, sweep aside cosmic rays when they pass by Earth. During solar maximum, coronal mass ejections, the CMEs, are abundant and cosmic rays are held at bay. But now, however, the solar cycle is swinging towards solar minimum, which allows cosmic rays to return. Another reason could be the weakening of Earth's magnetic field, which helps protect us from deep space radiation. Solar wind speed is at 366.9 kilometers per second, density 3.9 protons per cubic centimeter. X-ray solar flares, 6-hour max is 8, 24-hour B1. And sunspot number 0. Spotless days, current stretch is 2 days. The cosmic rays, as we said, solar minimum is underway. The sun's magnetic field is weakening, allowing extra cosmic rays into the solar system. Neutron counts from the University of Oulu's Sodankia Geophysical Observatory show that cosmic rays reaching Earth in 2019 are near a space-age peak. Space-age peak. Oulu neutron counts, percentage of the space-age average today is 9.7% high. We have coronal hole towards the south, as we said. The solar wind flowing from this, mostly southern coronal hole, could graze Earth's magnetic field February 5th and 6th. NOAA forecast for solar flares, February 4th, 24 to 48 hours. Class M is 1%. Class X is 1%. Geomagnetic storms, probability for significant disturbances in Earth's magnetic field, are given for 3 activity levels: active, minor storm, and severe storm. And the update 2020 February 4th, in mid-latitudes, in 0 to 24 hours, active is 10%, and from 24 to 48 hours, active is 30%. Minor is 1% from 0 to 24 hours, and 10% from 24 to 48 hours. And severe from 0 to 24 hours is 1%, and from 24 to 48 hours is 1%. In high latitudes now, active geomagnetic storms from 0 to 24 hours 15%, and from 24 to 48 hours is again 15%. High latitudes, minor geomagnetic storms are 20% from 0 to 24 hours and 30% from 24 to 48 hours. And severe in high latitudes, severe geomagnetic storms is 10% from 0 to 24 hours and 40% from 24 to 48 hours. 40%. This is again according to space weather, and I'll leave a link below for you for this. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, You will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.